everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks get it done on the gridiron. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact. A full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On second down, Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Slot man moves right. On third down, it's Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down carry by Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? No gain on the play there. Second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Oh, nice move. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Yeah, see, I've been working on just playing the linebackers, man, so I can, you know what I'm saying, I can get them user picks, you know.
And that last one,
I ain't even really fucking with the line right now.
Switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
They go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You watching this with someone?
12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to stop it right now.
They go to Elliott again. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. They run again with a J. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. 10 yards to go on third. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there. And after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. It still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose lose yardage here, back at the 41. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshall Lattimore on defense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The play clock's running down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ertz over the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 50 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
I just had made one motherfucker quit. They try to unplug the fucking connection cord or whatever, but thinking they don't get the win or some shit for that.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Foles' Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Throwing on first down is Carr. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get...
Damn, man.
As they stop him behind the line. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Shifts by him. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Back 22! Back 22!
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Here's Foles. He finds Ajayi. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Yeah.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Foles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Foles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So the D-line's going to spread out. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
Ajayi. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Ajayi. And some space here. There he goes again. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Switch it up here and look to throw.
Damn.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the INT, it's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Into the red zone, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down.
Just played a lot. I get paid to play this game, so I played a lot. I'm a YouTuber. I do YouTube. Have you never heard of Doomclone? We have about like 400, 500,000 subscribers on YouTube.
And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. Bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That's what I just sit at my desk and play Call of Duty.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6.
Good quality, got to be good at the game.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
That's really about
And not only that, They get the ball
I mean,
to
it's
start
not
the
really
second
high.
half.
Mine right now
This
is
is
a
almost like
3.7.
basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
I haven't. No, I ain't, man.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
I can't hear you. Your mic roll low.
Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play
What'd you
this.
say?
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this
Not really.
situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, what's good?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner.
I don't
And
have
he'll
a
take
lot.
it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'll send y'all
Now
one,
come the
because if I'll
Eagles
send you
now as they'll go
one,
on offense first
I
here
won't be able
in
to
the
find
third
it, because
quarter.
I average
They're
like
close
1,800
game, but they're
frames
going
per
to need to do a
second.
little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
I have to clear my friends list
Overall,
out
I think
every
they wanted to
week.
be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the
really
play,
break
and it's
controls.
2nd down. He had
I've
a
only
great
went through,
read
like,
there from his
3.
free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a
Alright,
pass.
like, what is it?
And
Like,
without
every
that,
year,
that
our
allowed him to get
team,
to the line of
like, we do
scrimmage
this thing
and
called a
hold him in the
race.
game.
There's like different teams that go for this, and we try to hit like the max level in the game. We hit master prestige level 1000.
A gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
If we're like trapping, yeah, we do. But I mean,
He'll look to
if
throw.
I'm just playing like, you know, like TDM or whatever, I usually play by myself. I'll go into like domination
So
and
they took a
TDM.
shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man
What
or
is it?
zone.
Tomorrow is
Eventually that becomes
Dom
man
XL.
on man, and you've got to trust
Instead
yourself.
of like, you know how
and
you
go
get
up
like
at that
50
moment
points
of
a
truth
kill
and
in
make a play on
domination
the
right now? You'll be getting 50. Well, not 50, 100. It'll be a featured playlist. Probably
So
be
it
double
looks
XP
like the
tomorrow.
offense isn't
also.
going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here.
what is it? Our team account's like,
And this is going to be incomplete.
where